I cried on my 21st birthday. I'm now 23 years old. Let that sink in. I cried on my 21st birthday. A lot of the people that I grew up with didn't make it to that number. I sat in my grandmother's living room with my family, and the minute they started singing Happy Birthday, the tears started running down my face because I realized in that moment I had made it to a milestone that a lot of my brothers and sisters didn't get to make it to. By the grace of God, Elijah McClain was only 19 years old. Elijah didn't make it to 21. How many of you have heard of the condition anemia? You're looking at an anemia standing before you right now. Doesn't matter how your body is shaped. Anemia happens from the inside. Elijah was anemic. Elijah was walking down the street with a ski mask over his face because it was cold. How many of you have worn a ski mask before? Does that make you look suspicious? Unfortunately, for a lot of us, it does. To the cop's eye. Elijah got stopped by an officer because he was walking down the street with a ski mask on while it was cold outside. That officer then proceeded to tackle Elijah and claimed that Elijah was resisting, flailing his arms in the air, and Elijah didn't do any of that. Elijah was in distress because of the way that the officer was handling him. Elijah started experiencing some medical complications on scene. They call paramedics. Where are my medical people out there? I see one. On scene, they gave Elijah a dose of ketamine. How many of you guys have went under surgery before? How many of you guys have received anesthesia before? Ketamine is an anesthetic. Ketamine sedates you.
Say again? I'm waiting to hear back. I just did.
Elijah was sedated by paramedics on scene because the officers thought that he was out of control. Elijah went into the back of that ambulance, suffered a myocardial infarction, a heart attack, in the back of an ambulance on his way to the hospital. I don't know about you, but if my mama received that phone call that her son is in the back of an ambulance right now having a heart attack because the damn police can't control himself, she would have flipped the fuck out. I am my mama's only boy. She can't lose me, and I can't lose her. Matter of fact, I stand here today, even though my mom is having health complications, even though my mom is on track for surgery, I still decided to come outside and protest and fight for the color of my skin. Y'all can go ahead and clap for that. Elijah got to the hospital, and his condition continued to go down. Condition continued to go down. Condition continued to get worse. Elijah was declared brain dead. Elijah did not get to experience the life of becoming a young black adult. He didn't get to experience that moment. His His life was taken way too soon. My brothers and sisters, I ask this of you. Check in on your friends. Check in on the ones that are quiet. Give them a phone call. I don't know about y'all, but my friends and I, we make pop-ups. I don't know if y'all believe in those, but we make pop-ups. If I haven't heard from you in a while, best believe I'm knocking on your door. Check in on your friends. We see these things happening around us, and it takes an impact on our minds. Mental health in the black community is too much of a stigma. I don't know about you, but I had a couple moments in my family. First thing they wanted to do was put a label on me. Oh, he's got problems. Oh, there's something wrong.
I give you all the glory. No, I fall short sometimes. By the blood on my head, keep you on my mind. Lord, I lift your name on high. Don't let nobody think my love. You are living love. Keep my eyes on the hill. Give me another chance to live. I don't have to worry. I know I got peace. I know I got joy in the morning. And I know I'll make mistakes. You let me know I am. I give you all the glory. I would. I could say, boy and girl, I pursue. We don't do living. We're all a part of God's great plan. I hope you understand that we always have till the end. All we gotta do is love each other.
However, the trauma was to our face and our head. I understand there's children out here, but I need you to know that the other details are extremely graphic on a Emmett Till level. An Emmett Till level. But with dismembered, not even at the joint. The information of her condition was held for a period of time, and our family did not even know. Even though it has been ruled as a murder, it's being rigorously investigated. I'm not. It's characterized by rigidly or severe or harsh, as people rules of discipline. So they're going through the investigation with the utmost expedite and Raya Milton. I need y'all to say that with me. Raya Milton. Also, last week, Tuesday, I need you to contextualize this real quick. 2 trans women were killed on the same day that we know of, that WIC reported, that we marched on. Ohio. Investigators are reporting that she was lured to a park by a tree and persons in a apparent robbery attempt during which she was shot several times. One more time. Raya Milton. I need you to understand that black trans lives matter. Black trans if they can afford their hormones. That does not matter. Their lives matter. As a woke ally, I can say those hormones are expensive. They're expensive. The same way that your auntie's insulin for diabetes is expensive. It's expensive. Not everybody can afford feminization surgery. A lot of places consider that cosmetic. So whatever you see on the outside has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your sexuality, how you identify yourself. You need to understand that their lives are still valid. They big valid. Before they do, they were already valid. Community does deal with something different than the cisgender black community. Their families may be social. Understand? Your religious grandma may feel differently about you. Your grandma, the one that changed your pampers. So when I say black trans lives matter, each and every aspect of their lives matter. That's so period. On a whole side note, I know you guys, raise your hand if you have registered to vote. That's a lot of hands. If you have not, if you have the ability to do so, I put this on everything I love. I put it on everything I love. It takes less than 4 minutes. You gotta make sure you have your ID. You need to know the last 4 digits of your social. Okay? It takes less than 4 minutes. I don't know who was here about 2-3 days ago. I registered to vote while someone was speaking up here with a bus. It's super quick. You won't miss any viral videos. You won't miss any photos you were tagged in. You won't miss anything. But you need to understand we need to elect people that are going to represent us.
What audio? I think they're just doing this.
have to make that commitment to each other. To make the world better. So that this can stop. We have to learn how to forgive. How to put your skin on. Move forward together. Because again, it comes back to all of us. This is how we help things solve. Speaking of change, they announced that the NYPD will reassign roughly 600 anti-crime unit plainclothes officers. But this is not something to be celebrated. And I'm going to tell you why. We should have never had 600 officers in plainclothes. To then solve it and take credit for solving problems they created. They're going to do these things to us. We're gonna reassign, retire, whatever, 600 plainclothes officers. We're gonna do this, we're gonna go do that. These are not substantial changes. These are not substantial changes. It's how the system ensures that it continues on. It adapts and it changes to the bare minimum that it knows I can still keep going on, just like this. Something deep and fundamental has to change.
Pretty soon they're going to be in total darkness.
And it takes all of us here.
I mean, not
All of the people around you, to your left and your right,
they're live on
behind
Friday.
you. The people in the park right now.
You'll get a little bit. This camera's good with light, but
it falls on all of us to ensure that we live in a better world. A world where we're all here. I said it earlier, abolition is about creation. It's about care. No matter what obstacles we might face, what challenges might be against us, what we might experience, we still have to continue believing in our ability to trust each other, like we have been on for weeks. It takes a lot to trust on people who are organized, who are around you, who are stopping cars, who are doing all of these other things. We've been practicing trust every day. Every day we've been practicing trust. How do you know that car is going to be stopped when that person goes? Trust that. So far, this trust has prevailed. We've been good because we got us. Slowly over time, more and more people do. And it takes time. And we have to keep pushing. We have to keep going on. But I've also been listening to what they've been saying. The police union's Twitter has started to tweet out of nowhere, highlighting every little thing they do and how we can't live without them. I listened to an interview from a sergeant the other day. And he said, if police were allowed to do their job and enforce their authority the way they know they can, this would be over in a week. Does that sound like a solution? It sounds like they want to beat us off the street. their peddling techniques that were invented in prison. That is not the way. And that's not the way that we show that we can help each other. I've lost many friends to violence in our own community. You'll hear a lot of people on the other side say, well, how about they stop killing themselves? We have to first think about where the system failed those people that turned to violence. That's why we talk about defunding the NYPD, defunding the Department of Corrections, because we need money in our communities to stop this slow to prison pipeline. We are failed. We are failed in pushing the violence. We've shown the power of our voice today. We've showed it. We've talked about our demands. Defund, divest, and abolish the NYPD. Department of Corrections. Strike the 13th Amendment. And then put those funds into our communities so we can have livable wages and we don't have to be forced to steal and inflict violence that they taught us. We didn't learn that violence, they taught it to us. Every time they say that they are community policing, I don't know one police officer on my block, but they're always there. They're not from there. I need you guys to also go home and use your voices, empower yourself. Please take this down, vote.nyc. Vote.nyc has everything you need. And I was just informed, we've been told to do absentee ballot applications, correct? We've been told, and I'm sure some of us are doing this. But these in-person voting places are empty. We can go vote now. If you are registered to vote, you can go on vote.nyc, put in your zip code and your address, and go vote now. So we need to take action because protesting without voting is an empty threat. I think this is day 18. Day 18. And I'm going to tell you guys, and I tell the police too, we'll see y'all tomorrow. I know how to count. That's how we need to park. Listen. So, tomorrow, we will be right here. You will see the same group of people. And I'd love to see some repeating faces here because that means we are committed. We are committed. We're going to be here at 4 p.m. tomorrow. And I want you guys to also know that this revolution is also a consciousness revolution. It's changing ourselves from the inner, not depending on the outer. And look, proof. Change will come. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get home safe. If anybody wants to network or anything like that, please just come on down here. If anybody wants to help us in any other way, thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
If you want to get our information, please say.
Where's Shimon?
To your friends.
He bailed. He did?
Now, come on down.
All right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Rainbow. Come on.